Dear students, in the previous class we have discussed about frequency polygon. Frequency polygon is a graph which is used to present the numerical data. So frequency polygon can be constructed for discrete frequency distribution as well as continuous frequency distribution. While constructing frequency polygon, mid values are taken along x-axis and frequencies are taken along y-axis, and with corresponding to mid value frequency, points are plotted and all the points are joined by a straight line. Then we get frequency polygon. Here we have to know the meaning of frequency curve and how to construct frequency curve. If a smooth curve is drawn for the points plotted while constructing frequency polygon, then it is called smooth, then it is called frequency curve. So when a smooth curve is drawn for the points plotted for getting frequency polygon, then it is called frequency curve. So for constructing frequency curve, take mid values along x-axis and frequencies along y-axis, and corresponding to mid value and frequency, the points are marked here, and you have to draw a smooth curve. If these points are joined by straight line, then we get frequency polygon, but if a smooth curve is drawn, then it is called frequency curve. So smooth curve, it is frequency polygon because if a smooth curve is drawn for the points, then it is called frequency curve. If the points are joined by straight line, it is called frequency polygon, but a smooth curve is drawn, then it is called frequency curve. And while in this case the points lies outside the curve, there will be chances of that the points may lie outside the this curve. So construction of frequency curve is also as the same like frequency polygon. Next, lastly, the last graph is cumulative frequency curve or ogive curve. Next we have to study about the ogive curve. Last graph we have to study is ogive curve. Ogive curve. So if the smooth curve is drawn for cumulative frequencies, then it is called ogive curve. So if a smooth curve is drawn for cumulative frequencies, then it is called ogive curve. There are two types of ogive curves: less than ogive curve and more than ogive curve. Here we have to know what is cumulative frequency. For that, here observe an example. Here there are class intervals and there are frequencies. Here class interval, it is about, assume that it is about the marks obtained by 40 students in a class. The marks obtained by 40 students in a class is grouped into this category. that is 0 to 10 there are 5 students, 10 to 20 marks the students who have got 10 to 20 marks there are 8 students, and in the group 20 to 30 marks there are 15 students, and the students who have got 30 to 40 marks there are 12 students. But sometimes we require the answers to the question that how many students are there who have got more than 20 marks, or how many students are there who have got less than 40 marks or less than 30 marks. For this, for giving answers to these questions, we have to add frequencies. So here, how many students are there who have got less than 20 marks? So less than 20 indicates the 0 to 20. For giving answer to this question, we have to add frequencies. That means the students who have got less than 20 marks, less than 20 indicates 0 to 20. Below 20, all the students who have got marks below 20 are grouped under this category. So, for giving answer to the question for the students who have got less than 20 marks, it is also 10 to 20 means less than 20 marks, and 0 to 10 is also less than 20. So, for giving answer, we have to add frequency. So, 5 plus 8, 13. There are 13 students who have got less than 20 marks. Like, how many students are there who have got less than 30 marks? So, for giving answer less than 30 means all the students 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, all these students are grouped under the category less than 30. So, 5 plus 8, 13, 13 plus 15, 28. So, 13 plus 15 is equal to 28. We can give answer that there are 28 students who have got less than 30 marks. Likewise, less than 40 marks. How many students are there who have got less than 40 marks? For giving answer to this question, again we have to add next frequency, 28 plus 40. So, for ascertaining cumulative frequency, we have to add frequencies. That is, when frequencies are added, we get the cumulative frequency. Likewise, and always less than CF, less than cumulative frequency, always related to upper class limit. Here 0 is lower class boundary and 10 is upper class boundary. Here in next category, next group, 10 is the lower class limit, 20 is the upper class limit. Upper class limit or upper class boundary. So, less than CF always related to upper class boundary or upper class limit. And again one more question, that how many students are there who have got more than 20 marks? So, more than 20. So, 20 to 30 is also 15 students, and 30 to 40, 12 students. That means more than 20 indicates 15 plus 12 is equal to 27 students. So, more than, likewise we have to add frequencies from last to first. Here ordinary frequency is 12 plus 15 is equal to 27, 27 plus 8, 35, 35 plus 5 is equal to 40. When more than CF are calculated, it gives answers to questions that how many students students are there who have got more than 30 marks. So 30 to 40, in the range 30 to 40 there are 12 students, that means they have got more than 30 marks. So more than 30 marks there are 12 students. More than 20, how many students are there who have got more than 20 marks? 20ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅಂಕಗಳನ್ನು ಪಡೆದಿರುವ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳನ್ನು ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಹಾಕುವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 20 ರಿಂದ 30 ಈ ಒಂದು ಗುಂಪಿನಲ್ಲಿ 15 ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮತ್ತು 30 ರಿಂದ 40 ಗುಂಪಿನಲ್ಲಿ 12 ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ 20ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅಂಕ ಪಡೆದಿರೋರೇ ಆಗಿರುವುದರಿಂದ ನಾವು 15 ಮತ್ತು 12 ಇವುಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡಿಸಿ 27 ಆಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ 20ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅಂಕಗಳನ್ನು ಪಡೆದಿರುವ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು 27 ಇರುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ 30 ರಿಂದ 40 ವರ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ 12, ಮುಂದೆ 15 ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿಯನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೂಡಿಸಿ ನಾವು 27 ಎಂದು ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ 10ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅಂಕ ಪಡೆದಿರುವ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳುವಾಗ 10ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅಂದರೆ 10 ರಿಂದ 20, 20 ರಿಂದ 30, 30 ರಿಂದ 40 ಈ ಗುಂಪಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು 10ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅಂಕ ಪಡೆದಿರುವುದರಿಂದ 10ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಎಂದು ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ನಾವು ಇವುಗಳೆಲ್ಲಗಳನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. 12, 15, 8, ಅದರಿಂದ 12, 15, 27, 27, 8, 35 ಈ ರೀತಿ 10ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅಂಕಗಳನ್ನು ಪಡೆದಿರುವ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಆಗುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡಿಸಿ 35 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ಯುಮ್ಯುಲೇಟಿವ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕೂಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಹೋದಾಗ ಅದು ಕ್ಯುಮ್ಯುಲೇಟಿವ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. more than cumulative frequency is always related to lower class boundary and less than cumulative frequency is always related to upper class boundary. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ CF ಎನ್ನುವುದು ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದೆ. ಮೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಕ್ಯುಮ್ಯುಲೇಟಿವ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಲೋವರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದೆ. ನಾವು ಲೆಸ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ CF ಗಳನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಲು ಮೇಲಿನಿಂದ ಕೆಳಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಮೇಲಿನಿಂದ ಕೆಳಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆದರೆ ಮೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ CF ಗಳನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯುವಾಗ ಕೆಳಗಿನಿಂದ ಮೇಲಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಎರಡು ರೀತಿ ಅರ್ಥಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಒಟ್ಟು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸುವಾಗ ಲೆಸ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಅನ್ನುವ ಉತ್ತರಕ್ಕೆ ಎರಡು ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡಬಹುದಾಗಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಎರಡು ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಜ್ಜು ಕರ್ವ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಸ್ಮೂತ್ ಕರ್ವ್ ಡ್ರಾನ್ ಫಾರ್ cumulative frequencies. These are cumulative frequencies less than CF and more than CF. So if a smooth curve is drawn for cumulative frequencies, then it is called ogive curve. So there are two types of ogive curves: less than ogive curve and more than ogive curve. And what is less than ogive curve and what is more than ogive curve? If now let us know the meaning of less than ogive curve. If a smooth curve is drawn for upper class boundaries corresponding to upper class boundary and less than cumulative frequency. If a smooth curve is drawn corresponding to upper class boundaries and less than cumulative frequency, then it is called less than cumulative frequency. And what is more than ogive curve? Here, if a smooth curve is drawn corresponding to lower class limit or lower class boundary and more than cumulative frequency. If a smooth curve is drawn for lower class boundary corresponding to lower class boundary and more than cumulative frequency, then it is called more than ogive curve. So for construction of ogive curve, less than ogive curve and more than ogive curve, we are taking for construction of less than ogive curves. For construction of less than ogive curve, we are taking upper class boundary. Upper class boundary along x axis and less than CF. Less than CF along y axis, and points are plotted. Corresponding to upper class boundary and less than CF, and a smooth curve is drawn to get the less than ogive curve. It is the procedure for ascertaining less than ogive curve. So take the upper class boundary along x axis and take the less than CF. We have to add frequencies to get this cumulative frequency. So less than cumulative frequency are shown along y axis, and corresponding to upper class boundary and less than CF, points are plotted, and all the points are, and a smooth curve is drawn for these points, and we get the less than ogive curve. And for more than ogive curve, we have to get lower class boundary, lower class limit, and more than CF. For constructing more than ogive curve, we have to take lower class limits or lower class boundary along x axis and more than CF along y axis, and corresponding to lower class limit and more than CF, a smooth curve is drawn, and it is the more than ogive curve. In the next class, by taking an exercise or example, we are studying how to construct less than ogive curve and more than ogive curve. Thank you.